up guys, it's Ashley Yvette and welcome back to my channel. If you haven't already done so, go ahead and hit that subscribe button because we are always trying to get our subscribers up. I haven't made a video in a minute, mainly because there have been some big things popping over here on my side of the town. I am officially a Los Angeles resident. Today is April the 20th and it has been officially 4 weeks since I moved out here to Los Angeles. I was supposed to make this video like 3 weeks ago and do my 1 week review of living in LA. I've had so many things happen since I've been here. Before I moved here, my life has literally been an emotional roller coaster for the past like 2 months. So let me just break it down to you. I moved to LA from Phoenix, Arizona, which is only about 5.5 hours away. So not too far of a move. I do feel like it was a big move. A lot of the videos that I've been watching about moving to LA, a lot of the videos are people who are just out of college, just out of grad school. They're influencers moving to Los Angeles. I didn't see any videos from somebody who was a little bit older. I'm 30, moving to LA, someone who wasn't trying to pursue acting, someone who wasn't a social media influencer, someone who was not right out of college or trying to go to college in LA, someone who was established like me. I have been out of college since 2013. I have a master's degree. I've been working in my field. I had a full apartment with furniture, I had a boyfriend that's still in Phoenix. I didn't see any videos of someone making the transition to LA in the way that I made the transition to LA. Totally different. A lot of videos that I saw, people were able to just drive here, fly here, take a couple of suitcases, maybe have some of their stuff shipped out, but they didn't really have a lot of things. I had a full U-Haul full of furniture that I moved here. I really just relocated my whole life. Let me just back up, kind of give you some information. I have been wanting to live in LA since I was a teenager. I've always wanted to live in LA, just mainly because when I was younger, I thought I was gonna be Beyonce child. I thought I was gonna be like a singer, actress, doing that type of stuff because that is what I'm interested in and most passionate about as far as like my initial passion. I went to school for psychology and counseling. So I got my bachelor's in psychology, my master's in counseling, and I went and started working in academic counseling. And most recently, I've been working in behavioral health. I just worked. I spent 5 years working. I got in a relationship, had friends, did a little bit of traveling, going out, having a good time. My initial goal was to always move to LA. That was my goal once I moved from Georgia after I finished college to Phoenix. I was supposed to move to LA. I had been praying about it and thinking about it, meditating on it since the summer 2018. Honestly, that's when I really felt like, I think I'm going to move to LA. Let me put a plan in motion. And I kind of put that plan on the back burner, but I was constantly watching videos on moving to LA. But that's the only type of content that I was consuming is about moves to LA, people living in LA vlogs, things like that. I don't even think that subconsciously I really knew what I was doing. I put it out there in the universe and the universe gave it back to me and I'm so grateful. I didn't even know when or how everything was going to happen. At first, when I began researching moving to LA, I was still in my lease in my apartment. My lease was up November 2018, so I moved with my boyfriend. And at that time, I did have a job that was interested in me out here in LA. So like a week after I moved in with him, I came out to LA and I did an interview. And I have some clips from that I'm gonna show you guys. Oh gosh, I hate traffic. Hey y'all, so I'm in LA, right? I bet you're probably wondering like, when the fuck did that happen? It happened today. Okay y'all, so I'm in LA and I'm leaving my hotel right now, which I had to pay $37 a day for parking, which I did not know about. I booked my hotel through Priceline and I did the whole name your price tool. I've never used that before. I usually just do like their deals or whatever, but I was on a strict budget. I only need to come out here for a night. I'm leaving tomorrow. I just got here a few hours ago. Well, not even a few hours ago. It's what, 5 o'clock here? I got here. Yeah, I mean, I got here like 1, a little bit after 1, something like that. So, okay, as you can see, first of all, my hair is just like, y'all, I have a U-part wig on, and the U-part wig is cute, but my real hair, I just can't get that shit straight. I can keep my edges down. I just look. And I'm really tired of putting heat on it every day, so I'm about to switch that up and do something with it. But anyways, yeah, so I'm about to go to the Grove, and I haven't been to the Grove since like maybe 2016 or whatever. So I'm about to go to the Grove, and I'm gonna come back to you guys because I gotta drive. After I did my interview, I was really pumped about it, and I wasn't hearing anything back because the place that I interviewed with, it takes a long time to actually go through the interview process as well as the recruitment process. The company just takes a long time because there are so many applicants that want to work at that company. Moving to LA was still on my heart, even though I had moved in with my boyfriend. It was just still heavy on my heart. So I prayed about it, talked to God about it, and I'm just like, what I'm going to do is set up a plan for myself. I know I want to move to LA. Before I get to that point, let me put some plans and things in motions of things I need to get done right now. Saving money, getting out of debt, things like that. Focusing on myself, trying to get myself together and ready for it. I didn't speak to a lot of people about it, which is something that I normally do. I talked to my boyfriend about it briefly, but I don't really think that he was even taking me seriously. I didn't say that much to my mom about it. I didn't talk to many friends about it. Really, I was keeping it to myself. You know, when you put things out there, people have their own opinions about it, and that can get to you. And I'm the type of person that sometimes things can get to me, especially if it's coming from people that I love. I will internalize it and I will think about it, and I didn't want anything derailing me from it. In my mind, I gave myself a certain time period to have a certain amount of money saved, and then after that, I was going to heavily pursue moving to LA. But I didn't want to say anything to anybody about my plans until we got closer to that point. When I moved, people were really shocked and they didn't know where it came from because I didn't say anything to anybody, just because the time frame that I gave myself was nowhere near where I'm at right now. The current company that I work for, we have different locations around the country. Now, I always had in the back of my mind ever since I started working there that they do have a location in California. It would be great if I could transfer there. One of my co-workers in Arizona ended up transferring to one of the locations out here in the LA area, and she actually just called me and told me that someone quit in her department. If you really want to move out here, this is the best time that you could transfer. I took her up on the offer. She actually has someone that she wanted me to call, but it ended up that she was able to pitch me to her director. When I talked to him, the talk went great. For the position, he wanted someone that had a certain amount of experience doing a certain skill that the position requires. My coworker, my friend, she really went to bat for me. She sold me to him because she knew that I could do the job. I didn't say anything to anybody really still because I didn't want to say, hey, I have this opportunity and then not get it, because the previous company that I had interviewed for, I let everybody know, the people who were close to me, and I still hadn't heard back from them. I ended up following up with the previous company. I saw the email that I did not get the position. So I was really bummed about it. We'll have this other position that's coming up. Not only is it a position that will get me to California, to get me to LA, but it's also a position that will give me way more experience in my field. It's more money. It's going to be challenging. I feel like it will be a great learning experience for me. This would be really good if I got it. And I ended up getting the job. I was so excited, and then I was nervous, and then I was scared, and then I was overwhelmed. I had all of these different emotions because, as I mentioned, my boyfriend still lives in Phoenix. So doing the long distance thing and, having to break the news to him and going through that whole process. Not only that, my start date was literally like a month from the day that I was told that I got the job. I had to start preparing. Now, as I mentioned before, I had a full apartment full of stuff. I didn't know how I was gonna come up with the money. I just prayed to God that he was gonna work it out. And I didn't really stress over it, or stress in the sense that a lot of people do. I'm definitely a procrastinator, so I wait until the last minute to do things, but I had things in order and I just figured out, okay, things are gonna work out how they work out. So I had to choose where I was going to live. My job is in Covina, California. So Covina, California is literally like 30 miles east of downtown LA. So it's going towards Ontario, Chino, that area. It's close enough to LA where you can still live in the vicinity of Los Angeles, and still not have that long of a commute to work. Moving is overwhelming in itself. Moving from state to state is overwhelming in itself. Moving from state to state when you're leaving loved ones behind. Not only that, my grandmother was sick in the hospital at the time in intensive care. I didn't know if I was gonna have to leave and go to Alabama where she was at from Phoenix. And then I'm also trying to save money because I have to move because I don't have a lot of money saved. These are things that I never saw in other videos that people really had to deal with the way that I had to deal with it. I have to pay for a U-Haul, for a deposit, for an apartment, first month's rent, last month's rent. These are just all things and factors that you have to take into account. So the weekend before I moved out here, I came out, spent like 2 days here, went to different apartment complexes to do tours, look around different areas to see what the neighborhood and the feel was like. And originally I wanted to live in Downey. I just thought it would be the best place for me to live. I went to Downey. Either I couldn't even get into the apartments because no one was there to answer. The apartments were not to my liking, not in a nice area, overcrowded, or they were just entirely too expensive. So I really was at my wits end that day, and I was extremely frustrated. Just felt like I'm moving here next week. I've already accepted the job. I already told my previous position that I would be transferring. My supervisor had already started looking for someone to replace me, so she didn't waste no time on that. I had already told my boyfriend, I already told my friends, my mom, my family. Everybody knows I can't back out of this right now. Something has to come through. I had downloaded just about every rental app that you could think of. One of the apps I had was Zumper. My former coworker who's at the location that I work now mentioned that to me about Zumper, and I told her, yeah, I have it. I'll check it out. But I was really looking on the other sites, the other websites and the other app. I just so happened to get on the app and I filtered it out, what price I wanted, and this apartment came up. Apartment complex, which is what I was looking for. I didn't want to do anything where it was like a landlord type of situation. I wanted to make sure there was a property management company that was handling the residents. That way, if I have any discrepancies, the leasing agents, they have to answer to the company. So they have to go by company guidelines and all of that type of stuff. I don't want any problems. I came over to the apartment complex, spoke to the leasing agent, told him I'm looking to move in like literally in like 7 days because I was gonna move and then start my job right after that. He showed me the apartment. I said, great, I love it. I don't even feel like I really looked around that much because then once I got back to Arizona, I was like, damn, what does the apartment look like? I didn't take any pictures. I didn't take any video, which is something that I would normally do, but I was just at my wit's end. I just needed something, and God really looked out for me. He really did. He really did. I applied for the apartment. The leasing agent here worked with me, made sure that I was able to get the apartment. That's when it was really all real to me. Like I'm really moving to LA. Initially, I was supposed to move out here and move all my stuff with me, have my U-Haul, have one of my brothers come with me and drive my car. That didn't end up happening. So I came out here with a couple of suitcases, whatever I could fit in my car, and I moved out here on March 22nd, 2019. It has been a roller coaster ride ever since. I moved out here the 22nd. I started my job on the 25th, started orientation. So I really haven't had that much of a break. Unfortunately, my grandmother passed 2 weeks ago. Last week, I was in Alabama for her funeral. So it's been a lot, but I'm really thankful for this journey and the process that I've been going through. My grandmother moved out to Los Angeles when she was in her early 20s, and this is where my mother was born and raised. So it's weird how everything kind of came full circle for me. The fact that I'm out here now and she's no longer here. I believe I used to tell her that I used to always want to move out here, that I wanted to move to California when I was a little girl. So yes, I'm officially a Los Angeles resident. I can't wait to just vlog the adventures that I'm going to be going on. And I plan on just showing you guys a lot more of what life in LA here is like. I came here not only because I always wanted to live here. This is where I want to start my family and put roots down, but also because I want to transition out of the career that I'm in now, or even just part-time go into something else in the beauty and fashion and entertainment industry. That is my goal. That has always been my dream. And I feel like this is the place I need needed to do to get it. It's been a lot for me to get adjusted. I'm really trying to just get back my mojo and my energy, my ambition back up, just because of dealing with the death in my family and dealing with work, which I'm actually doing really good at my job. So I got a compliment from my boss, and he told me that he's been hearing good things about me. So I really feel good that even though he was kind of worried about how I would adjust, I've been killing it like I knew I would. Yeah, I'm an LA resident. If anybody, I know this video is kind of like all over the place. I just really wanted to get this out there, and I just wanted to tell anybody, if you have a dream, go after it. I know that sounds so cliche, and I've seen so many people say that, heard it so many times, but if I would have stopped dreaming about coming here and putting it out there in the universe, it would have never happened. And I thank God that he opened this door for me. He heard my prayers. I'm thankful to myself that I never let go of my dream, even after being 30 years old. And I say that like it's old, but I'm still dealing with being 30. Like, it's a lot. Like, I'm really not in my 20s anymore. This is the age where people are just having kids, settling into where they're gonna be for the rest of their lives, because that's what most people do. But I'm not most people, and I don't want to be most people. I've always been a late bloomer. Things may just come a little late for me, but it's gonna get done. So I just want to tell anyone, no matter your age, where you come from, the time you spent in school and college, and you feel like you have to dedicate yourself to that field just because you went to school for it and you don't want to let anyone down. You only have one life to live. Your life is yours. Trust me, okay? At the end of the day, you have to be happy and you have to be fulfilled in yourself. Go after what you're passionate about. Go back to when you were 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years old. What did you want to do? Do what makes you happy. Go forward and dream big. So that's all I pretty much have to say. I know this video is like, again, all over the place. I just really wanted to speak from my heart about the fact that I'm here. And it's my first Saturday in, not going anywhere. I'm just chilling. I'm about to bake some cupcakes. Tomorrow's Easter. It just really hit me that I'm a Los Angeles resident. So I can't wait to take you guys on my journey with me. Let me know what you want to see. And until next time, stay fly. LA, baby. R.I.P. Nipsey. Were individually packaged inside of this package, but I really like this. And then on the back they have their information as far as the social media, and yeah.